Can you talk a little bit about starting with pain?
So part of when you're setting the vision, especially with your team, is that the reality is they are experiencing some form of pain. What I mean by pain, it means pain to work with another organization, pain to get how they're getting the work done. A good example is sometimes someone will come to someone on my team, and this happens a lot within the HR space, and they'll say, you know what, we don't want to continue to work with your folks. It's just reality. They don't like the process. They either don't like the process. They don't like sometimes how we have initiated, how we've communicated things to them, but we still got to figure out how do we make this a better process? How do we get them more aligned to where we're going and our work? So as a leader, if you start with your vision in terms of how am I going to make this process better for the organization so that the work is more streamlined or it's easier to navigate or it just doesn't have all of the stuff that's in it today, that's a good place to start with your team when you're setting a vision, especially if you don't know where to go and the team doesn't.
So I love this idea of starting with pain before you set your vision, right? Can you think of some other like pains that, leaders might kind of want to think about when they're coming to their team, even before they come to their team, that might be like ameliorated by a good vision?
Yeah. So first I would say a big place to start with pain is around pain that deals with like lack of clarity. And so what do I mean by that is that people aren't clear. Everyone's frustrated. A lot of the feedback or information that you're getting or receiving, or when things happen, everybody's either frustrated with the process, the time that it takes to do something. It's never, and also too, it's never around a person per se, but it's always around a thing. Like all of that energy is generating and we're spinning on a thing. And there's sometimes this acceptance in a culture that, hey, that's just the way that it is.